Greetings, Geechlings. Geechin Prime here with my live reaction of Magi, chapter 349, The People Involved. It's been, almost 3 weeks since the last chapter. Good lord. This series just doesn't want to die, does it? I mean, it's in its final arc. Why? Fairy Tale's not being like this. And this is a better series. Why? What does Alibaba want to do? The battle to decide the fate of the world. Could something happen eerily, or could something eerily happen with Alibaba's bright idea? With my dimension connecting magic, I plan on destroying the world's walls. To sum it up, you want to unify all Ryuk throughout bringing the gods' structures down, or through bringing the gods' destructions down. I cannot consider doing both. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to remember. It's been a while. This battle in the Sacred Palace. Okay. It was a battle to decide who was suitable to become god. Only one side would win. The ones to decide destiny would be either me or them. I thought those were the only two options, but now Alibaba has this incomplete plan. I wonder what's going to happen. Wait, whose thought is that? Is that Aladdin? Or no? Oh, wait, it has to be Sinbad. Because he said them. And Alibaba's definitely got more allies than Sinbad does at this point. You know, actually, there. No, you can't. What? Okay, Yugo's still a thing. It's completely impossible to use the dimension connecting magic with little, Magi. I don't know how to say that word. Some words are just, I don't know how. Yugo? He's looking crazy right now. Solomon and I used all of Il-Alad's, Mago. I'm going to pronounce it differently every time I go away. And we still only managed to cross one-dimensional level. That's right, in the past, I too thought about creating a magic to unify all the dimensions, or unite all the dimensions. But an entire god's worth of Magi is necessary. Thus, to unify the dimensions, it's necessary to return the world that Solomon created to the Ryuk. Really? Yeah, but Yugo, I don't think you're gonna... Okay, he's gone less crazy now. Is it really okay with you for Solomon's world to just vanish? I'm kind of thinking, huh? Oh, that would be very sad. What do we do, Aladdin? I think he has multi-personalities now. Yugo? Yugo's consciousness is fuzzy due to David's magic. Oh, it can't be. But that hardly makes any difference for the Almatoran's mage with an intelligence superior to anyone else's. What should I do, Aladdin? Okay, if that doesn't make a difference, then why is he affected at all? You're contradicting yourself, Sinbad. Yugo didn't break down completely. He's just confused. His glasses are falling off of his face and new ones are appearing. I don't know what's up with that. Magic glasses. Just like Escanor and Seven Deadly Sins. I didn't even know his glasses were magic. Hey Aladdin, will you listen to what I have to say? Yes. To start off, it's not easy to destroy the vertical and horizontal walls of this world, because there are also worlds beyond those. If you invade them while only thinking about the consequences from here, won't you be causing the people of the other side's problems? What? They're starting to realize that, even Sinbad. I thought he was the all-knowing one. You have the nerve to say this after messing with the order and looking down on that person. Wait, oh, what is her name? Arba? Yeah, almost forgot her name. Uh, she's gonna whack him in the head. Hey, don't get mad, Arba. And there was her name. I felt smart for remembering her name. Yeah, but now that you mention it, it's true that we've always seen Il-Elad as someone evil, but if you think about it, maybe that's just the impression we got. I never did talk to him. Okay, and that was Alibaba. Bah. Too many A names. Could this be why King Solomon shattered destiny? Huh? Independence can be reached by separating from God rather than fighting Him. Little diagram. But wait. Alad, total independence is simply impossible. In all practicality, King Solomon failed to gain independence. Sometimes a small hole will open. Wait, why is Ali Baba saying this? It doesn't seem like something he would know. Unless, did he learn that when he was dead? Sometimes a small hole will open in the ceiling of our world, right? Surely that's a dark point. I can't just ignore the gods beyond there. That's why both me and Sinbad are in favor of destroying the vertical walls. Wait. Well, I guess he is technically, but not in the same way. But until when are we meant to keep destroying them? What's beyond Il-Ah? Yeah, what about the ones above that too? It would be an endless battle. That's right, all you people think about is your own pride. That person isn't just a body of energy like you think. It's not true. I could hear his voice. He has a consciousness, just like any of us. Okay, Arba thinks God is more than just energy. If I understood that, but they just say that person, like I'm supposed to know who that is. It probably should be obvious, but it's not to me right now. No, it's not the same. Those from the above world have the power to change our destinies on a whim. If I agree with Alibaba and Sinbad, we must get rid of the vertical walls. We have to take control of our destinies with our own hands. I won't accept this. So by doing this, you're robbing the gods of other dimensions of their powers, so you can have your new world. Just like Solomon, I'll destroy them for all eternity. Okay, she's gone crazy. How intense. Yeah. We have to control our destinies by our own hands. We should destroy the vertical walls. No, destiny has to be independent. We're better off just making those walls get stronger to protect our world. Where does Arba technically come from? Because she seems like she's been around much longer than even Almatoran to be having some of these thoughts. This became a mess. Okay. I like that you can kind of see like their outlines in Sinbad's eyes. But now destiny is going to be debated by these four people, but no one's come to a conclusion for such a distant future. Someone's going to get the short end of the stick in order to control destiny, so you don't care about the other worlds as long as yours is fine. That's not it. Wait. Okay, so even Aladdin and Alibaba are yelling at each other. Huh? But you know what? That's true. Poor Il-Ah. Some of these names. Isn't it obvious everyone except that person should be erased? What should we do? Help King Solomon. Okay, so you go. He's just completely dependent on everybody else. I have a question about what I heard. Or what I just heard. Why discuss this without first communicating with the other worlds? Communicating? Well, if you have dimension connecting magic, I guess that would make sense. Pretend the other worlds are like countries for a second. I don't get it, Uncle. Explain. He just freaking did. This world's ceiling are like borders. If we think that way, what Aladdin and Arba want is national isolation. What Alibaba and Yuga want is an invasion. See, it should have been obvious. I even understood that once you brought it into terms that, are in this physical world. Should be easy enough to understand. It's true. Isolation, invasion, and seeing how the life forms of the other worlds are just like ours. They also have desires. Maybe they built their own companies. Maybe they're even scared of the existence of other worlds. Maybe our languages, or maybe our language isn't the same, just like it was in Almatoran. So in that case, what course of action should we really take? Well, technically Almatoran basically invaded, so no wonder Yugo wants to do that. He's done it once before, he'll do it again, to form an alliance. Right. Then we won't be isolated, nor will we be invading anyone. But we must supervise the borders and interact properly. We have to head into unknown worlds, exchange ideas with unknown life forms. Is this going into a weird arc that I'm just not actually comprehending just yet? Like a world hopping arc? Or is it just going to be like resolved, unseen, like during the epilogue? Or between the end and the epilogue? Perhaps there are resources in some worlds that don't exist in others. It can make way for a business market involving everyone. Why don't you give this some thought? That's right, it's true. To communicate, I guess it's possible. As expected of Sinbad, but you also want to get rid of the ceilings, isn't that what you said in the beginning? Yes, but this discussion has become extreme, or was becoming extreme. So you came up with another plan, even after saying, I need great power in order to take over everything. I gave an immature response because I was being ignorant. What are you? The sky. It's scary how easily a god can change his mind. That's right. Then why did all this happen? Because many different people helped me. That's my power. If we all work together, we can achieve something even greater. It's true that on my own, I'm not on par with Sinbad. Well, as expected of Sinbad. On my own power, or on my own, I would have never thought of something like this. And you, Sinbad, are one of the people involved in this with me. Okay, that was Alibaba talking most of that page. Okay, he's thinking of various, I don't know what the hell is supposed to be representing. Wait, is that Yugo? No. No, that's Alibaba. It just, he had the little third eye and I wasn't sure. An immeasurable vessel. In the next chapter, destiny changes. To be continued in the next chapter. Doesn't even say the number of the chapter. Well, okay, they put it, breaking the walls into thinking of those as countries. Borders. Yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, I'm wondering how long this is going to take, given that it's about 2 weeks in between chapters. At least 2 weeks. But, yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching. Oh wait, I need to give it a grade. Yeah, sometimes that stuff slips my mind on some of these that I don't know really what to talk about. But, I mean, it was simple enough to understand for the most part. I still don't know who that person is, but it would probably come to mind maybe eventually. But anyway, overall I'd give it a 3. It was average. It put some things in perspective and others are just, I don't know what to make of them. But anyway, it was okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Keishlings, roll out.